right, so another little story. This, by the way, is a story that I did not tell the Commander-in-Chief when he was here on his tour. And you'll know why in a little bit, because I learned distilling back when I was in the Navy. Not making alcohol, but actually making fresh water. Systems that are really fairly similar to basic stills that we have today. The whole idea to make, and I was actually sent to a school for distilling, and it's pretty similar to what we do to make spirits right now. After that school, I got stationed on this old destroyer. It was about to be decommissioned. It was a reserve ship. The officers really weren't there all that much. And the first day I was there, this old chief petty officer comes up to me and he says, "Kid," obviously it was a long time ago, he says, "Kid, you're going to be my apprentice here on this ship." So I just followed him wherever he said, went through a couple spaces, found this hatch in the deck. We pull it up and we go down this ladder, and down there he's fermenting fruit juice from the galley in stainless steel barrels, a little bit like this one here, and just sort of a sugary juice, like a Kool-Aid almost, a really heavily sugared Kool-Aid. And then to distill, you need two things. You need that basic fermentation, and you need a heat source. And in these old ships, everything was powered by steam. You had high pressure steam going through all the spaces. It ran the turbines, it ran our propulsion systems, our generators, our heating for the ship. So he drilled a hole in one of those steam lines. He tapped into it, and now we had a heating source. You also need a cooling source to turn that vapor back into a liquid, and throughout the ships you had seawater circulating in pipes throughout the ship as well for cooling the spaces, cooling equipment, for firefighting purposes. So what did he do? He drilled a hole in one of those as well. So now we had a heating source, a cooling source. We'd taken all sorts of spare parts, put together a jury-rig still. He was making what he called hooch for the ship. Not only our ship, but all the surrounding ships had this thriving business, and that's really where I learned basic distillation, was in the Navy. I like to say I'm government trained when it comes to my current profession.